special population groups in the community that need to be catered for when they come in for personal training. The first group that I'm going to talk about is high blood pressure. So that's also known as hypertension. It can be a contraindication to exercise if it is much too high, but in other cases where it can be manageable, you want to avoid exercises where you will be using any weights or movements where your hands will be going above your head, or your feet will be up higher than your heart level, as that puts extra strain on the heart, and that's not what we want for a client with high blood pressure. We would also avoid rapid posture changes, and we would avoid exercises where the breathing would have to be, where the client would have to hold their breath, because that would just be no good for their medical condition either. Lumbar pain is also a special population group that sometimes come in for personal training. With people with lumbar pain problems, you would want to avoid any exercises that put extra strain or give them pain in that area. So, for example, we would want to avoid doing squats unless they were doing a squat with a fit ball against the wall situated in their lower back, where you could appropriately support the client's lumbar spine as they were doing the exercise. Seated row, for example, as well, you would want a bolster or a support at about chest level, so that when they're doing that compound exercise, there isn't extra unnecessary strain through the region. And you would also want to give them a number of stretches for after their exercises as well, just to help free up the area when they're finished using their lower back. And shoulder injury as another special population. So for clients with shoulder injury, you would want to avoid certain exercises such as the lat pull down, which would put the shoulder joint in a compromised position, possibly causing impingement in the area. You would also want to avoid doing a deep chest press, bench press, any further than the elbow coming below shoulder level, as that would also cause impingement and would be quite uncomfortable for the client with shoulder injury. And if you were going to do an upright row, you would want to use a wider grip on the bar, and only come up to about chest height as well, just to avoid any unnecessary discomfort or avoid injuring the client any further, because that would not be any good.